In a small village, there lived a farmer named Ramu. He was very hardworking, but his luck never favored him. Despite working hard in the fields day and night, his crops never turned out well. It was rainy season, and Ramu was sowing potatoes in his field. His hands were covered with mud, and beads of sweat were shining on his face. Then he noticed a strange thing. Something was shining inside the soil. Ramu curiously took out that thing. It was a potato, but it was no ordinary potato. This potato was shining like gold. Ramu picked it up and looked at it carefully. Suddenly a soft voice came from that potato. "Leave me. Don't plant me here." Ramu was shocked. He had never heard a potato speak before. "Can you speak?" Ramu asked in a trembling voice. That potato laughed and replied, "Yes, I can speak. I am a magical potato. If you use me properly, your life will change. But remember, don't be greedy. Otherwise you will lose everything." Ramu could not believe what he was hearing. He kept that potato safely and started thinking about what to do next. He decided that he would take this potato to his home and think about it. Ramu brought that potato home and showed to his wife. His wife could not believe it when she heard the potato talk. "It seems like a dream," she said. The potato laughed and said, "I am not a dream. I will teach you everything. But there is one condition. You have to always work honestly." Ramu and his wife decided that they would listen to the potato. The next day, they planted the potato in a corner of their small field. The potato said, "Now you water me every day. But remember, don't water too much. And yes, don't tell anyone about me." Ramu listened to everything that potato said. He took care of the potato, and slowly his crop started growing. But this was no ordinary crop. Where Ramu had planted that potato, fine veins of gold started growing. Ramu and his wife could not believe that all this was really happening. Within a few days, Ramu's field was filled with gold. The whole village was dazzled by the brilliance of gold. Ramu had vowed to obey potatoes' every word, so he quietly started harvesting his crop. He started fulfilling his family's need by selling the gold. Now he had become the richest farmer, but he never showed off his prosperity. The villagers were surprised to see his success. They could not understand how Ramu's fortune changed suddenly, but Ramu did not tell anyone anything. Potato had explained to him that you should stay away from greed, and Ramu had taken this to heart. As time passed, Ramu's prosperity grew, but one day an idea came to Ramu's mind. "If I plant another magical potato, my farm will become bigger and I will become even richer." Thinking this, he asked the potato, "Can I plant another potato?" The potato replied seriously, "Ramu, remember, greed is very bad thing. If you are greedy, you will lose everything." But the seed of greed had already grown in Ramu's mind. He ignored the potato's warning and decided to plant another potato. He planted the second potato in another corner of his farm, and the golden vines began to grow again. As the crop of gold started growing, Ramu's happiness knew no bounds. He had now become the richest farmer, but he had forgotten that he had ignored the potato's warning. One night, when Ramu was sleeping, he had a strange dream. He saw his farm being ruined, the gold vines rotting, and darkness spreading around him. He sat up in fear and saw that his whole body was drenched in sweat. In the morning, he visited his farm. His eyes were wide open with surprise. Where the gold vines were growing, now only black spots and rotten roots were left. Ramu understood that his greed had punished him towards ruin. Ramu had no way out now. He decided to apologize to the potato. He went to the place where he had planted the first potato and cried, "Forgive me, I did not listen to you, and now I realized my mistake." The potato did not reply. Ramu saw that the potato's shine had also diminished. He understood that now he himself would have to atone for his mistakes. He decided that he would work hard honestly and take the blame of whatever happened. Ramu prepared his field again. He decided to grow only simple crops this time. He worked hard with all his heart and did not expect any magic or miracle. Slowly crops started growing in his field and he started getting back everything he had lost. The villagers were surprised to see his hard work. They saw how Ramu had made his field green again. Ramu did not tell anyone about his past, but there was satisfaction and peace on his face. He had realized that real happiness lies in the hard work and honesty. With time, Ramu's farm started flourishing again. This time he had no magic potatoes, but his hard work and honesty made him even more prosperous. The villagers started praising him, and Ramu taught them too that one should stay away from greed. Ramu now had true prosperity in his life. He learned that hard work and honesty are more important than magic and miracles. He was now the happiest person because he has learned the biggest lesson of his life. His farm was no longer filled with gold, but with contentment and happiness. Ramu learned from his mistakes and started a new life with neither magic nor potatoes, only his hard work and honesty.
If you like this story, then subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories.